Good morning, everybody. I'm here on the walking street in Mazamitla. So it's like Friday, like 9 in the morning, and this place is pretty dead right now, but probably later in the afternoon, and definitely on Saturday and Sunday, it's packed. It's like not bumper to bumper people, but it gets pretty close. So I was very shocked the first time I was here last month how busy you can get up here. This is a premier mountain vacation getaway for Mexicans. It's very few gringos here. I've been here cumulative of my first two trips here, 14 days, and I've seen one gringo. It's pretty amazing. Coming to Ajijic, those who don't know, it's bumper to bumper gringos, so it's a nice little mix up. And there's some amazing food on this walking street. I just had a banana licuado, and I'm gonna have chicken soup and tortillas later because I'm still a little sick. So fortunately, since I left Ajijic 9 days ago, which was really interesting because Ajijic, I had nothing but a month of great luck. And I ended December really well. And the first 8 days of 2025 were amazing. And my resolution was really one thing, is to roll with the punches and not get all bent out of shape when things go bad. And I think a lot of people have that problem, but I definitely am one of those people that when things start going bad, I sometimes make it worse. So I decided just to roll with what life throws me. So on the 9th day, when I was packing to come to on my trip, my 6-week trip away from the lake, which I had planned, I broke something while I was packing. I couldn't even get my bags together without the bad luck starting, and it was something really important. I actually did a video on it. I went to a shop and I did a video on it. I'm not really gonna get into depth on what that was right now. But so that kind of like started my bad luck, and then so first thing that happened that kind of threw me off was I booked an Airbnb in the sticks 4 miles outside of the Centro, which I find really interesting because I've never done that. Years of using Airbnb. And stop here until I get past the music. So I'd never had this issue before, and I always stay in Centros. If you look at all my videos, they're all in Centro, and I always stay there. So I booked this for 5 nights. And I'm not sure if I made the mistake or there's some type of glitch. So 5 hours before I was supposed to pick up the keys or get the code, I noticed it was 4 miles outside the Central. And I don't have a car or a motorcycle, and that's a complete nightmare. So I did get lucky. It was like 5 minutes. There was the main bus line. So I was able to take the bus in, and I was able to get firewood, food, water. I had to bring everything in. So that was the first challenge, and I was happy that I just wanted to. When I saw this, I'm just going to do this experience, and something different. So then I got really sick because the first night in Mazamitla, I did come to the Central. I did take the bus, and it was raining, and the weather was horrible. It's been really, really cold. There was a cold front, and I woke up incredibly sick with like horrible cold, respiratory issues, and that lasted for a good 5-6 days. And I had a few other challenges in addition to it, and they all kept coming. So the next one was on like the 3rd or 4th night, at like 3 in the morning. There was an earthquake, and it was pretty noticeable, and it shook me out of bed. And I'm an adopted Californian, so I know all about earthquakes. I was actually in Honduras when there was a sizable one, and I just didn't even think about an earthquake hitting me in Mexico. It was in Colima. It was like a 6 point something. So I was up early that day. So that really wasn't too much of a problem for me. I hope everyone was okay. And No structures came down or anything like that. So the fourth thing, which isn't the biggest deal, but it was unexpected, and it kind of messed my production schedule up, is I ended up getting banned from Facebook groups. That was like 3 days after Zuck said this wasn't going to happen. So it was a truthful statement, so I have no problem with how it went down. But I got like a week ban, and I manage groups, and I'm in a group that I'm very active in iGeek. It's very supportive of my videos, and I just a little miffed on that. So that was number 4. So the one that really was a bummer was I started to have phone charging issues, where my phone, if it wasn't charging, even if it was like 50 to 70% battery life, would just die. And so my phone was 3.5 years old, and that just happens. These phones last only, phone chargers, 2-3 years. They're made for, and I'm a heavy phone user, so I should be happy. But just kind of was just the worst time, and it's not like I can walk into Verizon and exchange my phone for an upgrade. And I film with my phone, so it killed my filming schedule, and I got a $200 Samsung Galaxy. Very easy. You switch the chip over. So I have service from the States from Verizon. It's just like being in the States, both text calls and internet data. I don't have to pay an extra penny. So it was really cool. I couldn't get into my Gmail, and the authentication wouldn't work. It would send me the text, but the 2-step authentication wouldn't work. So and the emails that I wanted to send it to were like old business from like 8 years ago. I couldn't get into them. I got very lucky that I found like one of those scan code things where I scanned the one phone to the next, and I put them next to each other, and all the data was transferred, including my Google logins. So I was able to get into my Google. That was a kind of a stressful few hours, though. So while those 5 things aren't the end of the world, they just all felt mashed together like very stressful time. I'll be honest, I'm not even sure where I'm walking here. I'm just rambling. I haven't done a video in so long. I really haven't been talking to people. There are many English speakers actually in Mazamitla, because there's a lot of Mexican Americans who lived here, and there's back home helping with family businesses, where they moved back because the U.S. is a disaster. And but I haven't spoke a lot of English, though, and it does help with the Spanish, because my Spanish still needs massive work. And I've been speaking way more Spanish in 9 days in Mazamitla than I did in 3 months in iGeek. So I'm excited about improving that on this trip, because I'm going to keep speaking Spanish only. And I am excited about getting in better shape, because I'm walking around more in the mountains. I lose a lot of weight over the last 9 days, basically on a liquid diet, soup, smoothies, and definitely think in 9 days I've lost around 10 pounds. So I just have to transfer into not going back into bad habits, obviously. But doing these mountains every day really adds up. You know, we don't have a car, you just have to walk, that's it. So my plan is to leave here tomorrow, which is Saturday, like 17th or 18th or something like that. And then I'm going to go to Ciudad Guzman, which is like a 2-hour southeast trip. And there, like within an hour, is Sayula, which is a Pueblo Magico that I've done no research on. I'm just going. I probably went go to Ciudad Guzman for a night, check it out. That's when I'll do my research. I think I'm going to be doing hotels, but I do like Airbnbs because I do like spacious, living like a condo or apartment kind of feeling. The cost is almost the same. Hotels are going to cost you 1,000 pesos. I'm going to be showing you my hotel, which I'm actually paying like $880. So it's a pretty good deal. I actually like staying here. It's right here. That's my unit right there. The patios are really cool. I've been hanging out on the patio. You can see up this hill, down to the plaza. And not gonna lie, I have a little smoke out there. I don't smoke cigarettes. So, one last thing I want to add is those flags. I'm not sure what those things are called. These things are so beautiful, and they flap in the wind like flags. And the tighter the street, the better, and the lower they are. And it's really cool seeing them from my apartment. So I'll get a video of that for my apartment, or my hotel room, and maybe video more of Mazamitla and a short. But if you want to see videos on Mazamitla, check out my playlist. I have like 10 videos from my last visit last month, and also a tour. I went on a tour up in the mountains. It was really cool. So I might be seeing you for my next video in my 5th Pueblo Magico. Sayula. I have a hard time pronouncing that one. I don't think about it. And if you're thinking of coming to Mazamitla, just do it. If you're not Hihik, you could even do a day trip, but I would just spend a weekend or spend 2 days. Go take a tour in the mountains. Don't take a hike in the mountain. You're just going to fall in love with this place. So with that, thanks for watching my video, and catch everybody in the next Pueblo Magico.